Today's businesses are facing pressures like never before. Success is difficult to achieve. That's why we bring you this program, 5 GTV Power Player of the Moment, analyzing methods and personalities that venture out with new and disrupting ideas and applications. Let's join our host for today's program.
Hello and welcome to 5 GTV and Random Meeting 1 broadcast of Power Player of the Month. Today is a special edition with EMBA, El Monte Business Alliance Business of the Month, Candy Florist with Joe and Cynthia Gonzalez. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm excited to talk about your new location. It's exciting. I love it. I've been there. It's a big space for you. But I want to go back where you started first and then the old location on Garvey and how you started there. Can you give me a little history about when it was?
Yes, I was 16 going to El Monte High School. Go Lions!
Nice.
And I was walking home and I saw a help wanted sign in the window.
Fantastic.
Yes, and I kept on walking. I knew I wanted a job. I just didn't know where and with no experience.
Oh, wow.
So I decided to turn back and went into the shop and said I wanted to apply for the position that was posted in their window.
Oh, wow. What was it posted there? For what?
I believe it was sales girl.
Okay, that works.
And I was thinking, I don't know anything about sales. I don't even know how to use a register. But I really wanted a job. And so I went back and I applied.
Oh, fantastic.
I went back
obviously,
home.
You got the job, obviously.
Yeah, I went back home and told my family. And they said, no, what do you mean? You're going to get a job. Education first. So they said the minute my grades started to slip that I would have to quit if I got the job.
Okay.
I got the job.
Nice.
My grades didn't slip.
Fantastic.
And I started getting trained on how to water plants. I did a lot of mopping and sweeping.
The grunt work, okay.
And then gradually I started working my way up to working with the customers, which was a bit of a challenge because I was shy.
Super shy?
Super shy.
Okay.
I was a shy girl. And so customers would come in and I'd go up there and I'd feel a lump in my throat.
Oh, no.
And I'd say, how can I help you? We would walk to the front cooler and they'd be staring at the cooler and I'd be staring right at it with them.
That's not going to work.
Yeah,
that's
that
hilarious.
wasn't going to work. And so the owner at that time, the Mira family, caught on. I was a good worker, but I just needed some sales skills.
Yeah.
So he was really great because he didn't come across like, you got to do this and you got to do that. He said, Cindy, because that's what they called me, Cindy, I want you to watch me and I want you to listen. I said, okay. And that's how I learned how to communicate with the customers and find out, what it is that they wanted.
Yeah.
Listen to the customer.
How novel. Fantastic.
Yeah. So that's how I started learning, doing sales.
And then when you start doing any bouquets, when you started getting some craft that way, while you're there, or do you do it later in years?
Later, not too many years later, really soon afterwards. Because, working in the floral industry, you have to know a little bit of everything. And it's just not like a one-man job. Like, okay, we only have a sales girl. We only have one designer. And, that is your job duty for the whole day. We do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So almost right away, I had to start learning how to wrap single roses. And then I started working into doing bouquets. And then I think by the time I was a senior in high school, maybe freshman in college, I started learning how to make floral arrangements.
Wow.
And once again, I was told, watch me, follow my lines, follow my, my lead. And that's how I started to learn how to make floral arrangements. I learned from the best.
Wow.
Because they actually had a lot of experience in floral designing and floral education and classes through, the different designers and courses that were available. And so I got to learn firsthand. And that was the best experience I think I could have gotten.
Yeah, that's your foundation. I mean, I've seen your work now. You're amazing. You're really brilliant. So that's obviously the best. The master's taught you, so that's great. I want to talk about the next step, though. You left at one point, right? Obviously, in your own career. You did that. Oh, before I get there, I'm sorry. I want to go back to something. You mentioned something about a reef you did. I saw you doing a reef, and then you told me a story at your place how when you first did a reef for the old owner, how what his reaction to that. You thought you did a really good reef. I want to hear that story actually.
Yes. So I was working for the Mira family at that point, and I was making my first spray, and it was taller than me. Came all the way down here, right below my waistline, and I finished it. And he comes out of the office and he looks at it. He says, "Okay." He took it off the stand and he got it and he tossed it on the floor. I looked at him and I said, "Oh," my heart just like dropped. And I said, "Oh my God, did I do that terrible of a job?"
Yeah.
I was just like devastated. And he looked at me. He says, "Okay, kid, you passed.
Wow.
It didn't fall apart." And I'm just like so confused, you know?
Yeah, what do you mean?
And I'm like, and I guess, you know, my expressions said it all. And he says, "Well, this is what happens when the flowers leave the flower shop. They're taken off the stand and they're tossed."
Oh my.
He said, "And so we want to make sure that your technique and your skills meet the criteria for the spray so you can continue making them." So when he tossed it on the floor, nothing fell out.
Oh, fantastic.
And I was like, wait, what a way to show me that I passed the test, right?
Yeah, I would be crushed to see that one. What did I do? Yeah, exactly. Like, your
Everything
reaction.
stayed in place.
Good job. Wow.
Right?
He's amazing. I mean, seeing that story, but hearing that, and I saw the one you're doing today, it was amazing. You're so beautiful. And you were doing it so fast. And you just had this like vision, I guess, in your mind, how you create. It was just amazing to watch you like work. Like, wow. Because, and all the flowers and colors were perfect. And you're just going along your business now. Like, wow. I mean, this is something you've done second nature now, I imagine now as an artist, but it just looks so amazing.
Yes, it comes, you know, second nature. It definitely, it's an art. And just like any artist, when they have a blank canvas, and you really have to let your creative juices flow. Because if you're not in that state, it's kind of hard to like, you know, design and get creative with flowers, you know. So it's definitely an art, and it comes natural.
That's
For
amazing.
me, you know.
I see it. It's pretty. All bouquets are amazing. I saw a couple people working with you that day as well, and they're very talented as well. It's special, like how fast and just the color palette you guys come up with, the ladies come up with so fast. I know Joe does bouquets too now, I understand as well.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Learning a little by little. I got the best teacher, so
Oh, that's fantastic.
she's very good. I love her job. You know, I've been seeing a lot of different designs, and not this comparable what she does. She's the best. For me, is the best.
Oh yeah, those are the masters though. I mean,
Yeah, I learned from, like you said, from the best. I learned from the Mira family, and then I also learned from the Nunez family. Yeah, so I learned from the designers under his, you know, ownership and direction. So I really had some really amazing teachers.
That's fantastic. How many years were you there before you left? Because you were in college too, working still?
Yes, I was still working in college. Let's see, probably, goodness, about 15 years, 16, I think.
Wow.
So I was there,
You got some solid experience.
Yes. So I started when I was in high school, and then I went on to college, and I continued working there, and then I got married and started having my family. And not only did I work there in the city of El Monte, but I also went and ran the Nunez, because they eventually bought the shop.
Okay.
So the shop was sold from employee to employee to employee.
Wow.
Yes. So the
great
Nunez
lineage.
family worked there when he was in high school, Mr. Lou Nunez. And then he bought the shop from the Mira family.
Okay.
And so he bought another shop in the city of San Bernardino.
Okay.
And so he asked me to go run it. And so I did. So that's, you know, so I had some good years under my belt, you know. And then as, you know, I got married and started having my family, I said, oh, I need to be home with my little girl, my baby girl. And I left the floral industry for a good minute and got into corporate, and then got into behavioral health with the county.
That's fantastic. Well, behavioral health has been amazing. Does it help you with Joe?
Oh yeah, that was. She was training with me.
They say you
I was
can't
one of the
counsel
training.
your own family. You got a good counselor, let me know.
You got the best patience.
Yeah, it is. That's fantastic, though. So after that whole experience, your career, how did you come back to Candies? How would that work out? Because I know you said there's a story you almost came back because your family was pushing you a little bit to get back in the floral business, but you were reluctant because you didn't want to compete with Candies in a sense. Tell that story to me a little bit. You brief?
Yeah, they were encouraging me. Well, first we were my husband and I were talking. He said, and he was encouraging me. Hey, look at there's a flower shop right here. It's empty. And I said, no, that's in the backyard of the florist that I grew up in. I can't do that.
That's loyalty. Wow.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that to, the Nunez family, I said, no. I said, no, it's just not the right time. And I'm a firm believer that everything has its time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then maybe a year or two later, we were driving by, visiting family in El Monte. And my husband and my daughter were with us. We were all together. And my husband says, oh my God. He goes, look it. And I said, what? What am I looking at? And right there in the window at Candy's Florist, there was a sign that said for sale.
Wow. That's amazing. What timing? That's crazy.
And my daughter says, oh my gosh, Mom, look it. And I said, I'm looking. And my husband says, there it is. There's your opportunity. And I said, oh, no. I said, you don't understand. I said, the beast of this business. I said, it's just a lot. And so, they said to my daughter and, my husband were my biggest cheerleaders.
Wow.
And they said they were very encouraging. We'll support you all the way through. My daughter was a little girl when I was running the store in San Bernardino. Okay. And she was just a little girl. Buckets were about half her size, and she'd be picking them up. Mommy, I got the bucket for you. And she remembers those days.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah, she grew up in the floral business too. She was in her little playpen, and I'd bring her over with me, and she remembers. And so she said, oh, Mom, you just got to do it. And my husband said, I'll be there to support you.
That's fantastic.
And here we are.
That's wild. So you went and got it after all those years, and now it's been 6 years since you owned it.
Yes. Yeah. I had to retire from the county. I retired from the county in order to run the business. And so, so that's how it came about. I always thought, Casey, I would own a flower shop when I retired. Yeah. Well, first of all, not so young. And second of all, and never in my wildest dreams that I ever expected to be Candy's Florist where I grew up. I grew up there.
That's amazing. That whole full circle experience. It's a God experience. That's really pretty amazing. Supposed to be there. Yes. That's amazing. Yeah. I actually feel blessed to be. I walked in there and we got the money tree from you before you closed your doors from that location. Because I love you do that. It's a tradition that Maria started for EMBA, Monte Business Alliance. When a grand opening happens for a business, then we go there. We present the new business with a money tree. Because it's a little smaller tree, but it grows with them. And as they get their profits and they grow in their business, it grows with them. It's a beautiful sentiment. And she started that, Maria, and she gets them from you. So you're a part of all the grand openings, really, that we go to because you presented that to us.
Yes, and I'm so proud to be part of that. Giving somebody a money tree at their business, meaning of prosperity.
Yeah.
And so, I'm happy to know that there's new businesses flourishing in the city of El Monte.
Yeah.
And, with that tree, I hope they stay rooted.
Yes.
In the city of El Monte, just like Candy's has been rooted in El Monte since 1953.
53.
That is like amazing, and I wish all the new businesses lots of prosperity and luck with that tree, and that it be a symbol of getting rooted in our city of El Monte, friendly El Monte.
Indeed, I love that. That's fantastic. And then now you moved already to your new location, and it must have been a little, kind of a little heartbreaking, a little bit leaving that location. But your new store is fantastic. It's just a big space,
open
space. And that creativity must flow through you, all of you working there. Because I walked in there, I was like, wow, you can feel it. And you have a table, you're doing all your cuttings there and everything. It just seems like it's a bigger palette of your artistic to flow, right there.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It was a little heartbreaking. It was really hard at the beginning, and the move was not by choice.
That's difficult, more difficult, yeah.
That was very difficult because it wasn't by choice. The owner had other plans, And so what could we do? Candy's Florist was going to continue to strive in El Monte. Um, if no matter what, I was going to make sure of
Yeah,
that.
sure.
And so we did find a location. Um, it wasn't the first location. We had seen other locations,
Hmm.
and they kind of fell through. Then we were like, goodness, what are we going to do? The time frame, it was just nearing, and it was crunch time, and we were driving down good old Garvey, and we saw that sign. We saw the building was empty, and so I started going and being a little private investigator. I said, this has to be it. It's got to be the location. So I was fortunate enough to make contact with the neighbors, the business owners there, and they were so friendly.
Oh, cool.
And they got me the number to the real estate agent there, and I called her, and yes, we started running with it. You're talking like a month before we were going to exit.
Wow.
Yeah, that
I
was
call
very
it
close.
Candy's 1.0, to start opening Candy's 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So we moved in, and you're right. You're absolutely right. It's an open space, shop. Customers came in this weekend, and it was pretty amazing to see their faces light up and their eyes light up. I was making some bouquets for them. They came in, and I think it was a family of four. They were getting flowers for their mom, who was just arriving to visit.
Oh, nice.
Just coming in from out of the country. And so they were just like in awe, and I caught it through like the glimpse of my eye, and it made me feel good.
Yeah.
It made me feel good that they were watching their mother's flowers that they hand selected.
Okay.
They hand selected all the blooms.
Oh,
They gave them to me, and I put them together for them, and they were just like amazed with the outcome of their bouquet, and they said, oh my gosh, and we were in such a hurry, we're so happy that you were so fast. Not only were you fast, but these flower bouquets are so beautiful, and they were so happy with them.
That's
And so
great.
I think that helps us designers kind of get our creative juices flowing,
Mhm.
because the open floor space there at the shop, we can really demonstrate what goes on behind the scenes, where before nobody could really see what our designers were doing. They just knew they went behind.
Oh yeah, behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Now see the Wizard of
Curtain
Oz.
line, curtain
Visitor
show.
side.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. You can see him now. You're doing great things back there.
Mhm.
That's what I love about that too. You go to some of those great restaurants you go to sometimes, and they have an open space, and you see the chef working back there, and you see it prepared. I kind of feel that's what for you now. You have that space, it's open, and I was able to invite you back there, but you just walk right back there, and you see it, and see you working. I was like, wow, I was wowed by it, the artistry you
Mhm.
have, and the quickness you were able to put it together. And I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. And I know you mentioned how your wheels kind of turn, your artistic wheels rather, when you talk to someone, you listen to your customer, and you have an idea what you want to do for them. Is that when you kind of come with an idea, or do you have like a little both? Like I want this bouquet for them, and you go the color palette, or maybe their personality, or who it's for. You kind of, I think I'll do this for them. You hear their story a little bit. Is that how you kind of come up with the ideas?
Yeah, it just exactly going back to when I first started when I was 16, and the owner told me, listen, just watch
listen.
me and listen. And that's exactly what he did. He listened to what his customers wanted. So when this family came in of four, and they all wanted different bouquets, different colors, different styles, I already knew, okay, my work is cut out here for me. They all want something different. And so talk to each one individually, so that none of the four bouquets looked alike.
Wow.
And so you just kind of get a feel for each person, and each one of the family members all had different personalities. And so taking that into consideration, I knew that none of the four could look alike.
Wow, fantastic. That's amazing. So you see their faces with the finished results, which also will be Joe comes in, he goes delivers one often, and then you see their faces when the beautiful things you do. How was that experience?
That's for me, it's a big experience, and it made me so happy, because you see the people's happiness when they receive it, and majority of the old, like the senior citizens and stuff like that, they come out like, oh, somebody's thinking about me, and
Aw.
I thought everybody forgot about me. Like, you know what?
Oh, special.
Yeah, you're very special, and somebody's you're in somebody's heart,
Oh yeah.
and they get like, oh my God, it's beautiful, and even they go to sometimes to one of the experience that I have. It was a funeral.
Uh-huh.
It was in COVID time,
Oh yeah.
so I was feeling so bad because I was telling you know what? Oh, I feel bad because we're getting the money for the people that they don't have, maybe they don't have no job or anything right now
Yeah.
with the
Yeah. It's tough
condition
times.
of COVID. So the customer here where I was talking to her, he was like, "Don't feel bad. I'm happy because you guys bring beautiful things to our families when they pass,
Mhm.
and they're gonna be happy, and we're gonna be so happy." He said, "Don't feel that way. Feel different. Feel happy that you are serving something to make somebody's happy, somebody's heart, making shine." I said, "You know what? That's true.
It's
It's,
fantastic.
I want to think different way out."
Yeah.
But that's a big thing. When I do deliveries, that's one of my. I say, this is my best tip ever. When somebody comes with a big smile, and most of the on the seniors,
The scene is mostly them.
yes, that's the most beautiful
That's your
thing.
big reward, your tip, the smiles
Yes,
on their
for me, it's
faces.
the best thing.
It's
Yes.
amazing. Speaking of deliveries, you mentioned earlier that you're going to do a special at the end of this month, right? Deliveries. Is it free deliveries? Is that right? A certain amount?
Yes, a free delivery for the month of June.
The month of June.
For the month of
So you
June.
got some time still. Got a half month going.
Yeah. So anybody that wants to order flowers, just because, or thinking of you, get well, baby boy, baby girl,
Yeah.
whatever the case is, give us a call. We will go ahead and get that delivery out for you.
Uh-huh.
It's only in the month of June. You say $15.
Oh,
Give us a call.
That's great.
Right?
Sorry, Joe. No money for you for delivery.
Sit in the moment. I'm happy with that.
No, that's
The
fantastic.
customer is happy. I'm happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
happy customer.
That's your reward.
Yes.
That's fantastic. I love it. And then so you have one coming up soon in July, something different, especially you mentioned.
Yes, so the free delivery is for the city of El Monte. And then in July, we have a reset date for Mondays only. On Mondays, you give us a call. We do a designer choice floral piece.
Okay.
Let us know the color palette you're interested in, and our designers will create something beautiful for the customer, and we'll get it delivered for $45.99.
Wow. And what kind of discount is that?
$45.99.
About?
So it's about a $10 discount.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's about a $10 discount for Mondays.
That's
on Mondays.
fantastic.
Mhm.
I love
So
it.
it is the $45.99 designer choice.
Okay.
They can also go online and order it, or they can give us a call, and we do phone orders as well.
That's fantastic. I
Mhm.
love that. Is there anything you want to talk about as far as any special events you've done in the past or recently or in the past?
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah?
Yes, when we get the opportunity to go do a special event, we did a destination wedding in Big Bear at Shea Meadows. We did the wedding for Amanda Salas, Good Day LA.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's
Miss
cool.
Amanda
Yes.
Salas. Yeah,
Very
she's
nice.
an entertainment anchor
Yeah.
woman, and she's an awesome person. Her and her husband.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and so we got to do their wedding for them. That was really nice.
Wow. You must need like the whole crew out there did that. How'd that work?
Yes, we did. We're very fortunate to have some volunteers. I'd like to give a shout out to some of our volunteers.
Okay. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
We have
Yeah, whole team.
shout out to all our volunteer team. We have Lucy Tillman,
Uh-huh.
and she's also recruited her husband.
Oh, cool.
Yes, who is a former veteran,
Oh,
served for our
fantastic.
country.
Thank you very much.
And so he came out to help us as well, Todd Tillman. And then we have Arlene and Keith Munnerlin.
Uh-huh.
Arlene worked for Candy Florist when she was 16,
Oh,
going to.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
They're on the same team.
She started when she was going to Royal High School.
Oh, rival
And-
school.
Right. That's where the football games were at. And so we became long life friends. We're still friends to this day. We've kept in
That's
contact
fantastic.
with
See,
one
a royal
another.
monarch can get along. That's fantastic.
That's right. And she also brought her husband into the floral loop. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
yes, so her husband, Mr. and Mrs. Munnerlin, and the Tillmans came out to help us. And that was really amazing.
That's
That was
fantastic.
really lots of fun. And then we also have a couple of other volunteers we have that have come and helped the shop. we have Adrian, and then we have Johnny the plumber.
Oh, cool.
He helped us put the big sign up. Came with his huge ladders.
Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a whole production to get those signs up. Thank God the mechanic here was out there helping the plumber.
That's fantastic.
We had a combination.
And then we've done another really neat event for LaToya Jackson. This was at the Catalina Jazz Club in West Hollywood.
Well, okay.
We did that with Chris Isaacson Presents. We collaborated with him. We did some amazing, colorful, vibrant pieces for her. It was she was showcasing and doing her personal life interview there, and that was really interesting.
That's a great experience.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, wow, look, this Jackson.
I know, that's amazing. They're amazing people. I know some Jacksons by chance. Another story another time, but yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, and we've done that one, and then we've done some local events. We've done quite a few local events.
Very cool.
We've done the South El Monte annual golf tournament.
Oh, fun.
That's really lots of fun. And we've also done events for nonprofit organizations like the family. Just mine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Locally.
Local El Monte. They're amazing. They do a lot of mental health. With the families in the local area and the community.
That's kind of close to your work and behavioral services.
It sure is. Yeah. Behavioral services, I really hold close and dear to my heart because, our mental health is everything.
Absolutely.
Mental health is everything.
And getting flowers will help you feel better too sometimes, just getting a flower. Like if he says, people that are elderly, like, someone's thinking about me. That's amazing. I'm still loved. I'm still cared about. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It does help. And then Reset Mondays will help you too sometimes.
Yes, Reset Monday is good for the mental health. It's
good
for the soul.
It's
good for those who did a little too much over the weekend.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And they want to get back in good graces.
That works too. I love that.
Yes. So yeah, it's amazing what we get to do as florists.
Yeah, you're tied to all these events, birthdays, funerals, anniversaries, just because I'm sorry. All those things are tied in. It's amazing. You're tied to all those in the community.
It is very special for us to know that individuals, are coming to us to help us, to help them create the beauty through flowers, to create their weddings, to bring their vision come through, for sympathy, to comfort their loved one, celebrations. They invite us into their lives through, our designing of flowers. And you said, flowers are good for the mental health. They are, because the more colorful and vibrant the flowers are, the more endorphins your brain releases, and it just sets something inside of you that really brings joy and happiness.
I love that.
And this is why I tell a lot of the ladies, come in and buy yourself, even if it's a single bloom. When you wake up in the morning and that bloom is sitting there, looking beautiful.
Yeah.
What a nice way to wake up, or have it in your restroom,
Yeah.
You get in the shower, wake up, and you see that beautiful bloom looking right at you.
I love getting flowers for my mom and for my daughter. Just to put in her room, and she's a bouquet. She lights up. She's getting them first, and then every day she wakes up, she sees them, and it's like it changes your outlook a little bit. Yeah.
It helps keep you in the present.
Yeah.
The flowers help keep you in the present. And what better way to wake up instead of waking up to thinking, oh my goodness, I have this, I have that, I didn't do this. No, take a moment out to enjoy
and smell
the small things.
Smell the
life.
roses.
That's the best part.
Smell the roses, smell the Gerber, smell the peonies.
Yeah. You have a passion for it. I love that. You have just really good passion. I love it. For people and for flowers, and your family is amazing. Oh, speaking of your family, I know I met him, but you told me about your daughter helping out so much with, of course, your social media, and even your son even helped out with a little bit of the AI and expanding your business a little bit as far as digitally.
Yeah, my family's amazing. I couldn't do this without the support of my family. My daughter, as you said, she's our social media specialist. She gets everything posted, and she reposts a lot of the community events for the other businesses and organizations. And she's great at it. And then my son, him and I get together and we talk about just different, business strategies. And one of the things that he's really big on trying to help me with right now is AI and getting a rewards card going for all our customers.
Yeah, we're gonna help you with that. Emma's gonna help you with that.
Oh, right on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, we're gonna work with our app. We're gonna help with a lot of those businesses, but we're gonna help you specifically with that. Definitely. This week we're gonna set it up for you, so I'll show you how it works.
Oh, my son will be so happy to
Yeah.
hear that
Nice.
because he's been working on that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come on, Mom. This is where we're at right now in this time.
Yes,
You
he
keep up with
knows.
the times," and he knows. And he's a business owner himself, and
I'm
he
impressed. I
has.
saw his Instagram. Amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he does that all himself.
Yeah.
And
A
of
lot of
course he has-
followers and
yeah.
helping the athletic sports, the youth sports. It's pretty amazing what he does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
very, very, very ambitious.
indeed.
And self-disciplined.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Was that discipline? What's that word?
How do you eat them?
That's fantastic, though. So yeah. So I want to thank both for coming on.
Thank
We're the
you,
business of
Casey.
the month, and to me, you're an amazing business. You help everybody. You touch every business really, because with us, with Emba, particularly with your, money tree plant. I love that idea that Maria came with it. I love that you help us with that.
And
So
I'm
thank
so
you.
happy. I'm so happy to be part of that. And I'm happy for all the local businesses that are, getting themselves established in El Monte.
Yeah.
And I wish them, lots of luck and lots of prosperity with their businesses, because I know it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
No, this
We're
time.
going to help you make it a little easier, though. That's what we're doing for everybody and for yourselves as well. So we'll be talking this week later with you about that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, so much again.
Thank
Great
you,
delivery
Casey.
and bouquet, man, and also sign, man. You do it all. too.
Everything in one.
All right. Again, thanks again. Everybody, thanks again for joining us. The Power Player Business of the Month, EMBA, Random Meeting 1, and 5G TV. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, before I say one more time, until I see you in the round, may blessings abound. Take care. Thank you.
That's all the time we have for today's program. Please join us again next time for another edition of 5G TV Power Player of the Moment.